Hi. Let's say a marketing professional has recently joined your organization, right? So when they come in, do you provide instructions like go and do marketing? No, right? You're very, very specific with the tasks that you want to be performed. And for them to do the best job, you provide them training, you provide them context. The same is the scenario with the AI models today. And training the models to perform a specific task so that you receive a specific output. That is, in fact, an art today, and it is called prompt engineering. It is the art of asking the right questions with the large language models using plain English. You can interact directly with the LLM, and watsonx.ai is an enterprise studio that lets you train and fine tune this AI model. So I'm in the prompt engineering lab, and over the next 2 to 3 minutes, I will take you through a brief overview, and we will see how we can summarize a news article as well as a healthcare document, and how. So this is the prompt lab, and there are three interfaces: chat, wherein you can ask the LLM your questions directly, and structured, which used to be the default option, wherein you can provide the LLM's example. Let's say this is what I want, but these are certain examples of the outputs that I require. And freeform is for your expert prompt engineers. And if you're a beginner, you can start with structured. So let me go to the chat and try something, right? Okay, what is prompt engineering? Yeah, and as such, for the chat, I see the default option of Llama, the large language model, has been selected. Okay, prompt engineering is a research and development that focuses on, yes, also a range of techniques, crafting well-defined prompts, tuning it, testing and evaluation, prompt engineering, better understanding. Okay, okay. So as you can see, the model that got selected here was Llama. However, watsonx.ai allows you to work with multiple foundation models like Granite, Google's Flan, Starcoder if you want to generate code, right? So let me go to the structured prompting now. So here you have prompt samples, most useful for your beginners, and it comes with sample prompts across the generative AI task performed today in terms of summarization. If you want to summarize a large body of text, classify maybe a sentiment analysis, creating marketing emails, extracting entities, answering questions, and so on, right? And all the best prompts that your prompt engineers or developers they can save it here, and the history of prompts is saved here. The great thing is watsonx.ai allows you to turn on your guardrails. By default, this is actually on. And this allows you to turn off harmful output and input such as hate, abusive, personal identifying information, right? And like I said before, watsonx.ai allows us to work with different foundation models. Here, Granite is the model developed by IBM for chat, and Instruct for the banking industry, Starcoder for your code generation, and so much models, right? In terms of Flan developed by Google. And if you want to learn more about these models and how they were trained, what are the right use cases for these models, you can go and click it, right? So as you can see, GPT 20 billion multilingual is for your multilingual tasks today, right? If I want to have a chatbot that converses in multiple languages, right? Yeah, and the natural question may arise while I'm performing different, these generative AI tasks today. How do I know how do I know which model to use, right? So this comes off the shelf. Let's say I want to summarize, right? Now Flan is selected, Google's Flan. Let's say I want to create a marketing email. Now a different model has been selected. Questions about an article, Llama Chat has been selected, right? And for this Q&A generative AI task that I've selected today, right? So these are the instructions wherein you're telling the LLM how you want that answer to be, and you're providing examples. And this is called as one-shot or two-shot prompting, wherein you're providing examples. However, if you don't want that, you can provide it as such, and that is called zero-shot prompting. And for today's task, I have a news article that I want to summarize, right? So here is where I would provide the instruction, okay? Write a short summary of the news article below, right? And if you want the, let's say, the answers to be wordy or random, to be creative, right? And there are options inside the X.AI studio that will allow you to fine tune its parameters so that you can have it much more creative, right? So let's say greedy sampling. So if I'm increasing the temperature, it will be too creative. So let me just keep it as 1.25, and there are other parameters. Perhaps I won't take you through that now, and try it, right? Let me just paste it. the news article. See, defending his party's former president Rahul Gandhi reiterated that Wayanad MP was right about while his reply, so it was revealed, right? So let's say the news apps of the world today, right? Like in shots, if they want to deliver news articles in 60 words or less, think about the potential, the efficiency that this will hold if you can just, take these prompts, develop and fine tune these parameters, and just copy paste this encode into your end applications, give it to your editors. As such, there will be a human in the loop approach, but think about the potential, right? For my second use case, I have taken on healthcare and the patient medical history. I have it here in the transcript. And now I want to write a short discharge summary, right? So let me just check how it will be summarized. Wow. So Mr. Doe is a 51-year-old male who presents with a 4-month history of fatigue, joint pain, and racial facial rash. He had fatigue for several months. Yeah. So think about the potential this holds, right? Today it's very, very difficult to summarize these large documents or text. And while the GPTs of the world can perform their job today, but you can't fine tune them, you can't, tune it for your downstream tasks. And off the shelf, the different models that are available, the parameter tuning, the different kind of prompting. This would be a long-term scenario of how you want to use these AI models, right? And as such, building it into your end applications is just as simple as copy pasting and doing it. So now we have seen the tasks of summarization. Tomorrow we will go through classification and the other generative AI tasks. So thank you. We'll catch up tomorrow.